All right, MMA fans, I'm here with MMA living legend and PFL commentator and analyst, Mr. Randy Couture. Hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm fine as well. Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time today. I saw on your Instagram stories that you went hunting with Mr. Dan Henderson recently.
Yes, I was in Oklahoma with the guys from Foul Life. Me and Danny went and hunted some duck and geese for 5 days in Oklahoma. It was an amazing trip. Got to hang out with Gary LeVox of Rascal Flats for a little bit and hunt with him. Just had a lot of fun. I have never seen, honestly, that many ducks or geese in one place at the same time. It was incredible.
Yeah, it sounds like it was fun. So I'm glad you enjoyed your Oklahoma journey. Right now, we are going on another journey since the PFL Challenger Series is about to kick off its second season. What do you expect from the 2023 Challenger Series season?
I expect to see a bunch of new, young talent looking for an opportunity to break into this sport at a high level in a big show. That's a tall ask. A lot of these fighters are very young and very green, but we've seen in last season's Challenger Series, Carlos Leal, Dilano Taylor, literally come all the way through the regular season from the Challenger Series and make a great showing. So there's definitely some great young talent out there, and this is an opportunity for them to show their wares, to show their skills.
Is there any weight class you are particularly interested in?
Well, I think it's going to be interesting to see the new two women's weight classes, the featherweights and the lightweights. Obviously, the welterweights are this Friday. That's one of the deepest and toughest divisions in the PFL. So any of those guys coming out of the Challenger Series, and obviously Dilano Taylor did that last season in that division. So they better be ready because there's some stone cold killers in that weight class for sure.
I'm pretty surprised about your answer since I asked your colleagues, I asked Dan Hardy and Mr. Kenny Florian the same question, and they told me, Dan Hardy told me like he's looking forward to watching the welterweights, Kenny Florian, the lightweights, and featherweights. So I was expecting you to tell me like heavyweights and light heavyweights.
The light heavyweights, yeah. Those are going to be great too. There's great guys in there, but I mean, traditionally, if you've been paying attention to the PFL, you got guys like Sadabusi, Magomed Kirmov, Ray Cooper the third. That division is stacked with really, really talented guys. So, Dilano Taylor is going to be in that mix again. He's going to be back as a finalist from last season. So it's always a fun weight class. They split the difference between that speed of the smaller guys and the power of the bigger guys. It's a great weight class.
Yeah, Dilano Taylor was really, impressive last year. He even knocked out Rory McDonald before the finals. So yeah, that was quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I'm a big fan of Rory's. Always tough to see somebody that you look up to and admire their abilities, kind of come to that stage in their career. So, it is what it is. It's part of the sport.
And what about the qualities you look and appreciate the most in a fighter?
Passion is first and foremost. If you're doing this for money, you're in the wrong sport. This is a tough way to make a living. So if you're not absolutely passionate about what you're doing, then you need to really examine why you are here and why you're trying to make a living getting punched in the face. So I think that's the first thing I want to know is why. Why are you doing this? Where is it? Because it's in your heart. This is in your blood, and it's a passion for you. And I think you're going to make the adjustments you need to make, and you're going to get where you need to be to succeed.
What would it be your best advice for any PFL Challenger Series fighter?
Well, recognize what you've got yourself into. Keep it simple. Relax. Smile. The people that really matter in your life are not going anywhere, whether you win or lose. And anybody that cares about those outcomes doesn't matter in your life. That's the truth of the matter. So do exactly what you train to do. Go out there, smile, and have fun. This sport's supposed to be fun, or why else would we do it? So I think keeping it as simple as possible, not get caught up in the outcomes, but enjoy the journey, enjoy all these little steps in getting in preparation for a fight, and then putting yourself out there in front of the audience to show everybody what you trained to do and what you came in there ready to do is what it's all about. And then, if it doesn't go your way, that's your opportunity to really examine your team, really examine where you're training, what you need to shore up, where you went awry, what mistakes you made that you can fix, and get about getting back on track and coming back. That's championship spirit right there. It's not about winning all the time. It's about how you deal with the adversity of losing.
Speaking of advices, I would like to ask you this question. Recently, Francis Ngannou told everyone that he spoke with you, during his negotiations with the UFC. And if so, what was your advice to him on that occasion?
My advice was follow his heart. He was doing what he thought was best for his career. He wanted to maintain as much control of his career as possible, and wanted to be fairly compensated as the heavyweight champion of the world in that promotion. So I just told him stick to his guns and get what he wants. This is his opportunity and his career. So not surprised, honestly, the way it turned out. The things that Francis was asking for weren't unreasonable. I think there's something that each and every one of these guys that fights for any of these promotions should get. The money they came back with was a reasonable amount of money on the scale of what everybody else is getting paid. So it wasn't really a money issue. Obviously, they back in the day when I was chirping about my ancillary rights and fighter pay and some of that stuff, they wanted to make me out to be this greedy bastard, basically, that was all about the money, which wasn't true. It was just about lack of transparency in our sport. And getting your fair share of the pie. You're the one putting your butt on the line to step up in that cage. So I told Francis, just be true to himself. Go after what he wants, what he believes he deserves. And that's what he's done.
I'm asking this since I know that you fought and stand for, the fighters' situation in the past. Do you see the, pay situation improving in the future for the fighters?
Well, certainly the PFL is a step in the right direction. $1 million purse if you win a championship. They're paying these fighters very well along the way throughout the regular season as well. But I think until we come together and really get behind a fighters association, the union model does not work. We're 1099 independent contractors, so there's no way a collective bargaining union model will work. But just like the Screen Actors Guild or the Players Associations in all the other sports, we come together and kind of make demands for minimum treatment and transparency in our sport. And the promoters are going to have to comply, because without us as fighters, there is no show.
Yeah, that's true. That's totally true. You mentioned, the Actors Guild and Association. Are you also working and still shooting the something for the Expendables 4?
We finished Expendables 4. We finished major shooting last December. I just had to do some pickup scenes and some voiceover stuff for the film a couple months ago. It's scheduled to be released in September of 2023, this year. Excited to see the finished product for sure. I think it's going to be a great one.
Can you tell us anything at all? Tease us something about what's going to happen to Toll Road?
I can't give away any secrets there, but I think Toll Road lives on. I think you're going to enjoy this one. There's some new faces in the cast of this one. The only 4 originals left, myself, Dolph Lundgren, Jason Statham, and Sly Stallone are the only 4 original Expendables left in 4. So it's going to be a fun one. You're going to like it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Expendables. Did you enjoy working with Steve Austin on the Expendables 3?
Absolutely. Had a great time doing all 4 of the movies, all for different reasons. A great group of guys to hang out with and to work with on a regular basis. Certainly the biggest intellectual property that I've been involved with since I started acting in the early 2000s. So it's been a fun one.
Okay, thank you very much. I finished my questions. Do you have any last messages?
Tune in this Friday. Challenger Series is starting with the PFL on Fubo TV, Fubo Sports. It's going to be a very good one. There'll be 8 of those shows, 8 Fridays in a row, and we will definitely be ferreting out some bright, young, new talent.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure and an honor for me. I was really looking forward for this interview for a very large amount of time. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Best of luck with all your projects, and hopefully I will hear again from you in the future, sir.
Thanks, man. Take care. Be well. Have a great day.
Have a nice one. Bye.